They've captured hearts across Asia and beyond. Their chemistry lit up the screen in Go Squid, then reunited in a historical drama that stirred up waves of emotion. But now, fans are asking one question: will Yang Zi and Xian work together again? And the answer might surprise you. Before the spotlight, before the red carpets and trending hashtags, Yang Zi and Xian were simply two young actors chasing uncertain dreams in an industry known for its fierce competition and fleeting fame. Their paths eventually crossed on the set of Go Squid. In 2019, a project that neither of them could have predicted would become a defining moment in both their careers, and in the hearts of millions of fans across Asia. As Tong Hien and Han Xian, they created a love story that was tender, believable, and quietly revolutionary. Their chemistry didn't rely on over-dramatized passion or scripted theatrics. It emerged organically, scene by scene, built on mutual trust and a deep understanding of each other's strengths. What made it even more compelling was that the connection wasn't just an on-screen illusion. Behind the scenes, a rare and genuine friendship began to blossom. In an industry where many co-stars part ways once the cameras stop rolling, Yang Zi and Xian remained present in each other's lives. For over 6 years, they've continued to exchange heartfelt birthday wishes, repost each other's content, and occasionally share moments that reveal an ease and comfort that is difficult to fake. It's a bond that defies the often fleeting nature of celebrity relationships, one that has evolved without noise or headlines, yet remains one of the most beloved friendships in the Chinese entertainment world. Their story resonates not just because of what they've done together, but because of how sincerely they've done it, with quiet respect, lasting support, and an unspoken sense of loyalty. In a world hungry for authenticity, theirs feels beautifully real. Their second collaboration, The Flowers of Nation, was met with both great anticipation and heavy scrutiny. Following the massive success of Go Squid, audiences had high hopes that Yang Zi and Xian would once again deliver a performance filled with natural chemistry and emotional depth. But this time, the reception was far more divided. While the visual beauty and historical richness of the drama were widely praised, many felt that the storytelling lacked focus, and that the magic they once witnessed on screen had somehow dimmed. Yang Zi, in particular, found herself at the center of critical commentary. Her portrayal was described by some as emotionally restrained, her expressions too subtle to match the intensity of the narrative. For a performer once celebrated for her ability to convey vulnerability with ease, it was a surprising turn. Yet amidst the criticism, one unplanned moment revealed a different kind of brilliance. Late one night, during a scene that was never meant to be the emotional climax, Yang Zi instinctively picked up a traditional pipa and began to play. There was no dialogue, no scripted movement, just the haunting image of a woman surrounded by chaos, lost in her own sorrow. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't even in the script. But it captured something raw and profoundly human. The director chose to keep that take, calling it one of the most truthful moments in the entire series. Though The Flowers of Nation did not achieve the same critical acclaim as their first project, it carved out its own place in their artistic journey. It reminded viewers that even in imperfection, there can be beauty. And sometimes, it's in the unscripted, vulnerable silence that we find the most honest form of storytelling. In a recent interview, Yang Zi and Xian were asked a question that has lingered in the minds of fans since their last on-screen appearance together. Will there be a third collaboration? For those who have followed their journey, from the light-hearted, heartwarming charm of Go Squid, to the emotional weight and complexity of The Flowers of Nation, this question carries more than just curiosity. It holds a quiet hope, a desire to see two individuals who once created something memorable return to the screen, not just as characters in a story, but as artists evolving side by side. Their response was cautious, yet thoughtful. Yang Zi offered a simple, almost poetic reply: "Let's finish watching The Flowers of Nation first." Her words were gentle, almost as if reminding the public to honor the present before rushing toward the future. Xian echoed her sentiment with sincerity, saying that while nothing is certain, they're not closing the door. They are both aware of the expectations surrounding them, but they also understand the importance of timing, of allowing space for growth, reflection, and transformation. Beneath their reserved answers lies a subtle truth: their collaborations were never about fan service or commercial strategy. They worked together at moments when it made sense, when the story required their presence, when the roles spoke to something deeper in them. Perhaps that is what makes their dynamic so compelling. It isn't forced, nor overly polished. It is shaped by trust, timing, and a shared understanding of their craft. For fans, this open-ended response may stir both excitement and uncertainty. But there's something profoundly honest in not giving a definitive yes or no. It respects the integrity of their work and the unpredictability of their paths. After all, great collaborations are not built on demand alone. They are born from genuine artistic need, from a connection that still has something left to say. And maybe, that time has not yet come. Or maybe, it's quietly approaching. Until then, all we can do is look back with gratitude, and forward with quiet anticipation. Because when two actors like Yang Zi and Xian come together with sincerity, whatever they choose to create next will be worth the wait. As Yang Zi and Xian move beyond their most recent collaboration, the question no longer rests solely on whether they will reunite, but rather on where their individual journeys are leading them next. Both actors have reached a point in their careers where they are no longer simply chasing visibility or popularity. They are choosing roles that challenge them, that reflect maturity, and that offer them the space to grow not just as performers, but as storytellers in their own right. For Yang Zi, the next chapter comes in the form of a highly anticipated modern drama titled Tree of Life, where she stars alongside the revered Hu Guo. It's a project that departs from a youthful romance she became known for and leans into themes of healing, loss, and personal transformation. Early glimpses from the trailer reveal a more introspective Yang Zi, quieter, more restrained, but carrying emotional depth beneath the surface. This role could mark a turning point for her, the moment when she transitions from beloved starlet to a more seasoned, critically respected actress. It's not just about proving something to the industry, but about redefining her artistic identity, finding power in subtlety rather than spectacle. Xian, too, appears to be stepping away from familiar territory. Rumors of his involvement in a psychological thriller have sparked curiosity, especially among those eager to see him break away from his romantic leading man image. Known for his intense focus and quiet charisma, Xian has always brought a grounded realism to his roles. Venturing into darker, more complex narratives could open an entirely new dimension of his talent. It's a risk, but perhaps a necessary one, a reminder that true growth often begins at the edge of discomfort. What binds their separate paths is a shared courage to evolve. Neither Yang Zi nor Xian seems content to rest on past successes. Instead, they are leaning into the unknown, guided not by audience expectations but by a deeper instinct, a quiet call towards substance, nuance, and purpose in their craft. For fans, it might be bittersweet to see them walk individual paths for now. Yet there is something powerful in witnessing their artistic independence unfold, knowing that any future reunion, if it happens, will come from a place of completeness, not necessity. Perhaps this is what makes their journey so compelling. It's not just about love stories on screen or chemistry that makes headlines. It's about two artists learning to honor their own narratives, trusting that the right stories, and perhaps the right reunion, will find them again when the time is right. Until then, we are not watching a chapter close. We are watching two new ones begin, full of promise, uncertainty, and the quiet thrill of transformation. Their story goes beyond the screen. It's about authenticity, about two actors growing together in fame, yet staying grounded, and letting their craft speak. They've inspired young actors to value genuine connection. They've shown that on-screen love stories can be beautiful, even without romantic entanglement in real life. And most importantly, they've reminded audiences that chemistry is earned, not scripted. Perhaps that's why this question, will they reunite, matters so much. If you've been touched by the journey of Yang Zi and Xian, if their performances have brought you joy, tears, or nostalgia, and if, like us, you still believe in stories worth waiting for, then subscribe to News Star CN and join us as we continue exploring the real lives behind the spotlight. We share the latest updates, heartwarming stories, and behind-the-scenes insights into your favorite Chinese stars. Sparkles, thank you for watching. Stay curious, stay kind, and never stop believing in the magic of meaningful stories.